Hey everyone, and welcome in. It's Monkey Mar. Before we get into today's video, please make sure you click that subscribe button, the bell for notifications, and of course the like. Alright, we have got another update on Melissa Caddick. Suggestions of murder investigation over Melissa Caddick squashed. Police have squashed suggestions made in court that missing Sydney woman Melissa Caddick has been murdered. It's been just over 2 weeks since Melissa Caddick, who is alleged to have misappropriated millions of dollars from friends and associates, left her Dover Heights home with nothing, not even her phone, and vanished without a trace. On Friday, her barrister told the federal court that the matter was now a murder investigation. However, this was disputed by NSW police, who insist Miss Caddick's disappearance is still being treated as a missing person case. Missing Dover Heights woman Melissa Caddick, alleged to have stolen millions of dollars from friends. Police have squashed suggestions made in court that missing Sydney woman Melissa Caddick has been murdered. Miss Caddick, 49, was last seen by her husband in the early hours of Thursday, November 12th, 2020. Her teenage son told the police that he heard what he thought was his mother leaving the house around 5:30 a.m. I am also going to touch on a couple of comments at the end of this video that was left underneath the last video of Melissa Caddick. The previous 2 days have been a nightmare for Miss Caddick. On Tuesday, November 10th, corporate watchdog ACIC obtained orders in federal court freezing Mrs. Caddick's bank accounts and properties and preventing her from leaving the country. Melissa Caddick is alleged to have misappropriated millions of dollars. The following day, Australian federal police arrived at her Wollongra Roadhouse to execute a search warrant on behalf of ACIC. Miss Caddick is alleged to have defrauded friends and associates, invested millions of dollars in an unlicensed investment scheme. Miss Caddick was operating via her personal company, Maliver. ACIC has suggested that Maliver was using the financial services license of another company without its authorization. Miss Caddick missed the 4 p.m. deadline on Thursday to attend the registry to hand over her passport or any airline tickets. It wasn't until midday Friday, November 13th, 2020, that her husband of 7 years, Anthony Coletti, 38, reported his wife's disappearance to police. Mr. Coletti, a DJ who runs a music production company called Pause Off Production, told police that his wife regularly went for a run and that her running gear, a black singlet, leggings, and silver Nike runners, appeared to be missing. He also said that she never left the house without her phone. In this case, this is the only time since I have known her that she didn't have her phone with her. Establishing exactly when she disappeared is proving difficult, as the hard drive for Wollongra Road CCTV system has been taken by police executing the search warrant. So somebody had said that in a comment also. So the reason why the cameras were not working the day that she went missing is because the police took the surveillance cameras. Anthony Coletti took more than a day to report the disappearance of his wife, Melissa Caddick. Miss Caddick's older brother, Adam Grimley, has urged his sister to come home. She's a loving person, a lovely mother. She's a great sister to me, he said. Detective Inspector Gretchen Atkins said Miss Caddick's disappearance was being treated as suspicious because there was no trace of her. She hasn't been in touch with her family. She hasn't been in touch with her friends, she said. Sydney businesswoman disappears on the morning run following an AFP raid. We don't have any locations that we know that she's been. She hasn't attended appointments that she had, which is why we are really concerned. She doesn't have a phone, doesn't have any access to bank accounts. On Friday, just over a fortnight since her disappearance, the federal court heard that Miss Caddick's disappearance was creating headaches for her legal team. Prior to her disappearance, Miss Caddick appeared to have entrusted her affairs to a small law firm in Brisbane, suburb of Graceville. There are two scenarios. She may return or she may not return, said her Queensland barrister Jane Muir. Miss Muir also raised difficulties as to who would be responsible for Miss Caddick's affairs. Incomplete paperwork was causing headaches about the legitimacy of power of attorney Miss Caddick had granted to her brother Adam or her husband. Melissa Caddick hasn't been seen since November 12th. Miss Caddick was also using a suburban Brisbane accountant, Nicholas Morales, who runs his business from his Hendra home, declined to discuss how Miss Caddick had come to use his services. It is not suggested Mr. Morales, Mr. Coletti, or Mr. Grimley have been involved in any wrongdoing. Mrs. Caddick, who was formerly married to corporate lawyer Anthony Caddick, was a former Miss Australia fundraiser. She started her career as a money market dealer at NRMA Investments and set up her own business, Malaver, in 2013. So Melissa Caddick was previously married to Anthony Caddick, and for some strange reason, she kept that married name. So that is where Caddick comes from. In April 2014, she purchased her Dover Heights house for $6.2 million. Title deeds show that she owns 99% of the house, and her brother Adam owns 1%. 2 years later, she splashed out $2.55 million for an apartment in Ocean Street, Edgecliff. ACIC has moved to appoint a provisional liquidator to Malaver and has set up a special email, malaver.investor@acic.gov.au, for concerned investors of Miss Caddick's. The matter will return to court on December 8th, 2020. And of course, you know, I'm going to say it. I will definitely stay on top of this story because it has definitely pulled me in. I am just like, woo, gone girl. All right, let's go ahead and touch on this one comment that I found interesting that involved her husband. I honestly love how we all have different opinions of what's going on. So let me touch on two of these comments that are completely on the opposite spectrum. Deception Indicated says, the husband waited the 24 hours to report her missing so she can get to where she needed to go. His alibi is that he was sleeping, but the son was up and heard the door close. The husband knows she is alive. He was short with all his answers in his statement. The legal battle was coming for her is enough for her to run for the hills. See? And I agree with that one. And Nicola Mangin, WhatsApp is linked through your phone number and synced to a computer via that phone. So a burner phone couldn't access her old number. Also, I think I read her son was 13 years old. So being 13 years old, I can't imagine the mother abandoning her son. And then this one from No Angel. Hi, Monkey Hun. I think if she was doing a Gone Girl, she wouldn't access her WhatsApp account. She is a businesswoman. I think she'd be too smart for that. Her phone was left at the home, and normally the police would keep it as evidence, but I am wondering if they left it with the husband, hoping he would make a mistake if he is guilty. What I want to know is, was there a life insurance policy, and how much? Because as you said, Monkey, I can't see her voluntarily leaving her son. I'm willing to bet this woman was murdered. So, you know, guys, I want to hear your comments. This case is just getting a little bit deeper. And I don't know. It's definitely very interesting, intriguing, and I am just very curious to know. As far as the life insurance policy, that is actually a very good question. I have not seen anything on a life insurance policy, but I am going to stay on top of the story, guys. Oh, okay. So, guys, we've got two scenarios. Either she is a gone girl and took her millions of dollars in her duffel bag and she is hiding out, or maybe she had some fake passports and she left the country and her husband and her son would have to know, or she has been murdered and who knows. Guys, drop your opinions. I want to know what you think. And with that, it is a wrap. I want to thank you all for coming in. Thank you for watching. Please like or dislike, whichever you prefer, and subscribe. Everyone have a good day or a good night wherever you are in the world, and stay vigilant. I am out.